You coming? What's up, Doxtree? Probably 10 milliseconds late. Literally. I was grabbing apple juice. I dropped it. Apple juice. How are we doing? Way too late. Literally. Apple juice. Who? I was about to say who wants to go first, but I literally have a list. Late? No, you're late. I'm not late. There's a lot of you guys at the start today. Let's go. You guys ready for that feedback? Because I certainly am. Wait, let me swap. Boom. I was listening to some Daria Core before you guys. Before I went live, before you guys showed up. Kinetic is up first. Let's go. I found you. Yeah, if you know my address, can you also DoorDash me some food? Because I'm hungry. Anyway, let's get into it. Iman.
Once you noticed me, I was afraid you'd leave.
Do I have a pen? I hope so.
From your dreams into something you believe. Precious memories I'll live up and hold on to. Now resting at ease, look who changed 'cause I found you. Following your heart, lighting up the spark, chasing my last words. I cover your joy. It's like darkened paths that have drifted away. Feelings gone so far, I'll keep it contained. Following your heart, lighting up the spark.
Ooh. Whoa. That's so sick. Those drums are so good. So fat.
Are my superstar. How hard
What is that
must I
from?
climb when life is such a treat? Always throughout time, see my life on repeat. Oh, withering away while I recollecting stars on the show. Old reality falling at my chest as the shadows grow. I don't wanna know, 'cause I don't
What?
mind. Following your heart, lighting up the spark, chasing my last words. I cover your joy. It's like darkened paths that have drifted away. Feelings gone so far, can't be contained. Following your heart, lighting up the spark.
Hey, what's up, Elysian?
Without the sunrise, comes down the rain. No matter what we try, my fallen name will always burn. Always burn. Following your heart, lighting up the spark.
This is amazing. What the fuck? What?
I cover your joy. It's like darkened paths that have drifted away. Feelings gone so far, I'll keep it contained. Following your heart, lighting up the
This is so cool. I'm actually like so impressed. Like literally when it started, I was like, okay, we're going for the classic like kinetic sort of like. I don't even know how to describe it. Like sort of like rocky influenced, future based stuff. But this is for sure the best one you've sent me. Like this sounds awesome. Most of my qualms, like everything in here, this particularly,
Without the sunrise.
the vocal mix is maybe like a little bit too. It could use a little bit of like. It's not even nasally, but it sounds a bit closed. Like it could be a bit more airy, but it sounds great as is. Like it's only something. And now I'm noticing on the second listen. Mostly your drop though is like what I want to talk about. One, you have a lot of stuff going on the sides, but not that much going on in the middle, which is fine for when the vocal comes in. But you may want to have like a little guitar or something just to keep the middle like active and full. The other thing is like the chords. I like this style, but you have to be really, really good at like executing the chords. So I would say, how can I best say this? Like, just add more organic phasing, phalangered layers in there. Like, take some of these elements.
No matter what we try, I've fallen.
And by these elements, I just mean like organic sounding. You know, take like a pad and stuff. Obviously, make sure you're EQing it so that your chords still sound nice and like full, your synth chords. But layer it with more organic sounding stuff. Or I would say take maybe 2 or 3 like chordy pads. They can either come from like an analog synth or an emulation. And then also take like actual real instruments. And if you add like, somewhere between like 2 and 5 layers of like, they don't have to be super loud, but they just need to be there. Just like deep sounding layers, and use those to complement the chord setup you already have. I think it'll sound a lot more impressive and just a lot deeper. Because that was my impression, is just the drops sounded too two-dimensional. I wanted to say two-dimensional, but it sounded weird. Well, now I've said it. Let's just go with it. Yeah, drums sound fantastic, particularly. Everything else is great. There's not much else to say. Let me read a chat. Chords. Shameless Stepcha sent to Montercat. It's just a basic wave. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can hear that it's a basic wave. Because, like, which is fine. You can do a basic waves. But, yeah, it's not going to be amazing. Like, it's not going to be super deep, I think. Stream status poor. This is terrible. Stream lag, that is not great. Let me close this. Yeah, I don't really know what to do if Dimension Music. This work? Chat. Don't leave me. Well, actually, I'm the one leaving you, but. Okay, now the stream status is excellent, so I don't know. Bruh. What is going on in the House of Commons? Oh my goodness. Y'all, they're making me verify my Google account right now, midstream. I'm upset. We will do more feedback in like 2 seconds. He kill can't anymore? Yes. Okay. Cool. Can I go back to streaming now? Thank you. Just let me know if it doesn't get better, and then we'll figure it out. For now, let's move on. Haha, funny remix, man, make funny song. Let's go. Okay. I don't know why you have these drums in the background. I would get way more drums in here for this. If you're going to do this pattern, you need stuff in between to kind of sell the rhythm. This is Cardi, Fire, Wow, Nick Bin. Goofy remix, but insanely fire. Yeah, sorry that the stream quality is so poor. Let me open the stream on my phone. I gotta see how bad this actually is. I must know. Because it says the stream status is excellent, but I actually don't. I don't really know. Let me... Done. Bum. Feedback time. Let's see. It looks fine now. It looks perfectly serviceable. Now then. Moving on. I really don't know what else to say, because it's like pretty funny. Good job. Good job. Funny remix man made the funny song. More drums, please. Let's go. Wow, that was very long, but that's cool. I really like this, the aesthetic of this. It's very like gamey, upbeat. I like this as well because I've been listening to a good amount of like Jersey and Daria Core. They kind of go hand in hand. I don't know how, but they do. And so like I've heard quite a lot of stuff from especially like Zave that goes down this more kind of gamey sounding route, like this arcadey style. Not like the show, but in like the video game arcade. Anyway, the idea of this is cool. It's just too much at once. I think what you have here, you could probably split across an entire song and then have like some more chilled out sections in between. Because as it is right now, it's almost a minute and a half of like just the same. Also, the instrumentation never really changes because it goes from like the lead is just constantly going, and so you kind of start tuning it out after a while, which is not great. So I think what you want to do is like one, just like put some like just move this like there, and then just have like a chilled out section, and then go back into this. And also maybe change the instrumentation of the drops a little bit. But it is very cool. Like I don't know, I'm not really great at making the style, so it's always cool to see people who are like, you know, really like doing it and are good at it. I was gonna say something else. I wrote notes. Oh, maybe also change the hi-hats. They're just too soft. You can't really hear them. You need something with a bit more of an aggressive attack so that it kind of punches through all of these very bright sounds. Yeah, I think that's it. Does Chrome really tell you your memory usage? That's funny. Chrome uses so much memory. Target labels, Mountain, Red Ocean, Chill Planet. Alright. Bloomy Stripes and Palo. Damn. It's a team and a half. Let's get it. The Mid-Journey anime.
since I've seen your face. How you been? I'll admit I really miss this place. Just so you know you haven't been replaced, 'cause I still think of you now, like nothing has changed. And we just can't deny our hearts are beating time. We're both still synchronized. Oh, yeah. And we can't live a lie. In between you and I, there's always love we hide. But it's always when you the high. It's always when you the high. It's always when you.
Oh, yo, nice.
But it's always when you.
Okay, nice. I'll buy that.
It's been a while since I've seen your face. How you been? I'll admit I really miss this place. Just so you know you haven't been replaced, 'cause I still think of you now, like nothing has changed. And we just can't deny our hearts are beating time. We're both still synchronized. Oh, yeah. And we can't live a lie. In between you and I, there's always love we hide.
Okay. Nice.
But it's always when you the high. It's always when you. It's always when you. Always when you.
That fucking chord sounds so good.
But it's always when you. And we just can't deny our hearts are beating time. We're both so synchronized. Oh, yeah. And we can't live a lie. In between you and I, there's always love we hide. But it's always when you.
I like the crystals. Overall, cool Future Bounce track. It's kind of hard for me to get invested. I gotta say, like the melody just doesn't speak to me. It's definitely a good melody. It just doesn't speak to me. So if I seem more apathetic towards the idea, and I come at it from like mostly technical stuff, sorry, it's not intentional. It's just, yeah, I haven't been listening to any Future Bounce, and so my brain is in a whole different space right now. Anyway, feedback wise, I would say the first thing I noticed is your intro here.
Since I've seen
Your Reese is way too present. I would drop it back. Even if you like, you can leave it in as loud as it is, but definitely bring the low end back a bit, because it's just, I don't know, it comes in too heavy. Especially with this vocal, you kind of want to let it breathe for a bit. And if you want to bring in a little more low end later, if you have, yeah, with this little kick, you can let the low end kind of come back in a bit. But you know, I would, if you want to have more low end, automate it back in, but definitely leave the intro up till here
still think of
a little bit softer on the low end. Also, the vocal, I mean, I've heard this vocal so many times. If you're going to use this vocal, one, the vocal mix should be very good. Right now, it sounds very weird, probably because of how it's processed.
you now, like nothing has changed. And we just can't deny
Yeah, it just sounds very closed and like a bit too far in the mix, and it kind of needs to ride above it, right above the instrumental. So I'd say one, make it louder, but two, also open it up a bit. You know, there's probably a few resonances in her voice that you can bring down. Don't go too crazy, but bring them down a bit. Saturate her voice a bit so that you get a bit more harmonics to work with. Yeah, some fresh air will go a long way on her voice. That's a plugin, by the way. Also, if you're going to use this vocal, you gotta be a bit more creative, in my opinion, for labels to want to buy it. You can use splice vocals and stuff. It's not a bad thing, and not every label is gonna like. There are some labels that will just flat out like say no, but like, labels are okay taking splice vocals, but I would say you're gonna up your chances of being accepted if you get creative with it. So I think for this one, especially here, you could totally make some harmonies and stuff. Like either use the vocal or even just record some of your own. They don't have to be super good because they're going to be layered with the vocal. They just need to be kind of serviceable. You can go crazy with the auto tune and stuff. Try using plugins like Shaperbox on like, duplicates of the vocal and just seeing if you get any cool results. You just want something that's like hyper processed to layer into it, or like a very clean take, something that's a higher octave or a lower octave, or there's a whole bunch of things you could try. But if you can make some harmonies or extra cool processed moments that sync with the vocal from the vocals perspective, that doesn't make any sense. Guys, my English is so bad. I'm so tired after yesterday. Yeah. Make cool things for the vocal. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Your second breakdown is cool. I love the idea. You need to make the sound design a bit more cohesive. Well, it's not even more cohesive because it's cohesive. It just needs to be better executed. Let me read chat real quick. It's Nick Bin. Yo, what's up, Nick Bin? Thought I should join stream and watch the feedback. Hell yeah. The rap part of Dangers at Night? What's that? Harmony Engine Goated? Is that actually a thing? I didn't realize it was a plugin, because I know there's like doublers and stuff. But I haven't ever used like a proper harmony generator. To be honest, what I would like to try, and this is just me thinking out loud, is I would like to try one of those like AI vocal changers, but take this like a splice vocal, put it into an AI, and then use the result of the AI for harmonies, because it'll sound kind of cool, I think. I'm gonna try that maybe later. I wish I had time this week to mess around with it, but I don't. Tragic. Anyway, that's my feedback for you. Yeah, also the second breakdown, it's not that I don't like the sounds, because the sounds are good, they just sound kind of weak and like just not mixed well. They probably need one or two extra layers to sell it. So yeah, moving on. That was a lot of feedback, but there's 3 boys in here. They can certainly get it. They can certainly handle it, take it, use it, something along those lines. Carl Roke coming in with, I'm sure, some heat, funky sound ID. Let's go. Before we get into it, someone said you support AI covers. I don't support AI covers, but I think you can use it creatively. My stream is lagging. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not really sure what it is. We have pretty bad weather where I live, so yeah. I definitely don't support like just straight covering someone else's song, but I don't really see a problem with like taking a sample that you have like royalties to. In the case of Splice, like, you can use all of those for whatever you want. There's not really a problem with putting it through an AI and seeing what it sounds like. Or if they're like your own vocals or vocals you own the rights to. Yeah, why not? It's like a tool just like any other. Might as well. This kick is so clean. You want it in and I'm running you down like you got the funky sound. You want it in and I'm running you down like okay. Let's go. Damn. go to this very pretty.
Who got the funky sound? You want it in, then I'm running you down. Who got the funky sound? You want it in, then I'm running you down. Like, who got the funky sound? You want it in, then I'm running you down. Like, who got the funky sound? You want it in, then I'm running you down. Like, 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 like,
Okay. This is sick. Where do I even start? One, it's just a really cool track. Funky, definitely. I like that the drop is like, you have this very like, not atonal, but like very much harder drop, and then it's very pretty, chilled out breakdowns. Works super well in my opinion. I will say here,
then I'm running you down. Who got the funky
it kind of starts to get hard to follow. Like by here I was like kind of like, feels like there's too many different things on like complex rhythms. So I would say maybe either remove the vocal, or just like one element needs to like move into a little more of a predictable rhythm, and then I think you'll be all set. The sounds and instrumentation though are great. You can maybe get away with adding like a little bit more like atmosphere, but it's already good as is. The drop sound, in my opinion, you could use a little more like 10 kilohertz, just to make it pop out a bit more. Not even pop out, but just sound a bit crispier. Because as it is, everything else feels a bit brighter than it. And also just think it would just be like satisfying to hear a little more 10K. The other thing is like, I feel like you could do a cool fusion in the second drop, like here at the end, where you like bring in some of the like melodics, some of like the MIDI maybe, or just like straight some of the elements from the breaks, and then just have those go together if it works. I don't know if rhythm wise it will make sense, but I would just try it and see how it sounds, because it'd be cool to have a section where you are more atonal. Again, I keep saying atonal, it's not really atonal, but like your much harder, clubbier part goes together with the kind of pretty sound. I just think it'd be a cool way to end the track. Saturate. Yeah. Saturation is good. Guys, I love this. Me too. I hope that helps. FNAF Remix over. I'm going to put this in the end because we got other submissions that we got to get to first. But, ooh. Interesting. Asunder Remix. Intro sucks, didn't master, made in 2 hours. To those that don't know, I'm 14. Hell yeah. I'm assuming that means you've turned 14, but you know. Happy birthday. I'm sure it'll come at some point if it wasn't your birthday, but anyway. Okay. I like that vocal thing.
Just now I want you to stay.
Nice. Lead sounds goofy. I mean, I guess like. Sorry, I was just checking on the stream health. The lead sounds fine though. Like, I understand why it sounds like this. If you make something in 2 hours, it's not going to sound like super refined. I think the melody is more important and it sounds good. This sound doesn't sound that great, but this A part sounds amazing. Yeah, I mean, really just work on the sound design. I think you got the basis for something really cool. I went to eat real quick. What happened to the stream? You restart? Drake. Nah, it didn't restart the stream. Just being funny. I was gonna say something. I really don't have much feedback for you because like everything else is like, I could tell you is like, yeah, obviously like do more sound design. I think your intro is cool. Just maybe like make the Reese not go to like a super low note, but other than that, that's kind of it. I want to be ISO. Me too. This is a good picture of him. I don't know, maybe Hybrid Trap. Let's see.
Made plans with me and all your friends. I'm late again, I hate to keep you waiting. Try to be a gentleman, got drunk again before I even made it. Try to call a call for you, you're tired of me, I know you wouldn't take it. You walked a mile in Louis Vuitton and fucked them up, you know that they're my favorite. But we dress up and play pretend, and we act like we're good again. I do things I can't defend, and even when you hold it in, even though I kiss you slowly. Explosions, hidden when we're in the open. Keep on smiling until it's over. Even though I kiss you slowly, even though I kiss you slowly.
Okay. Very cool. It definitely has the ISO vibe to it. I'll start off with the drop because that's what's in my brain right now. This. I think you should A/B it. So I think you should have 2 bars of like dun 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 dun. That's cool. And then I think it needs to swap to something with a much faster, like not tempo being like BPM, but like rhythm to it. Dun 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 dun. Something just like literally double as fast. I don't know. You kind of just have to play around with sound design, but something with like, you know, really fast notes. Something like in this speed. Because right now you have this more staccato-y feeling to it. And then if you switch to something fast, you kind of get to enjoy both, if that makes sense. At least you get to enjoy both better because you have this contrast between the two sections. You're the bass? Yes. Wow. Chat is vibing. Anyway. Distracted. The mix is very weird on this track. it's mostly the very wide side elements, I think, that are making it sound weird. So you might want to tuck those in a bit more for the build, so that then when your drop comes in, it doesn't feel too overshadowed in terms of width.
But we dress up and play pretend that we act like we're good again. I do things I can't defend.
I will say this like melody you have going in here underneath the vocal is a little distracting. Mostly because it's in the same frequency space as the vocal, so they're kind of competing. Now after you said about Sanctuary Discord, I mean, it's fine. I mean, that's true, there isn't much activity, but I just don't have the time to create stuff to do in there, unfortunately. I really wish I did, but I don't. I barely, like, even just doing the streams is, like, tough time-wise, because, I just have a lot to do. But I do enjoy it, so we keeping it going. I hope it's helpful, Roxy. Like, I'm not sure what else to say to that, because it's just, like, it needs to be, like, fully arranged, I think, before I can give more feedback on that type of style. But the sound design is very cool on it, just so you know. We got the Evan Scott, Let's Go, by your side, Master, 4.
Green lights, we're going places. You know I'll drive you anywhere you wanna go. Blue skies, there's no replacing you for another. You're not any other girl. I know there's something in the water. The waves are crashing as our worlds collide. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. If you feel you're falling, I'll be by your side. I'll be by your side. I'll be by your side. If you feel you're falling, I'll be by your side.
So wide.
I'll be by your side. Oh, right. We breathe sea air. We're swimming deeper in your ocean, let it flow. Taking flight, pick the destination. I'll fly to anywhere your heart desires. Oh, oh, oh. Don't know what I did to get lucky like this. You give me love and affection, but with a little twist. I got faith in our story. Could stay forever, laying in your arms. Baby, it's what I want.
Evan Scott piano moment. The vocal is great.
I'll be by your side. I'll be by your side. This feels so right. Hold me tight. Don't ever walk away and break my heart.
What's gonna happen now, guys?
Look in my eyes. We'll stay here together, side by side. I'll be by your side.
Okay. That's such a nice ending. Okay, awesome. Let's talk about this key switch because like that's awesome as well. I think there's one way to make it better, which is to take the vocal. You kind of have this like. I would layer the vocal over the beginning of this, and then maybe have the formant start to go up in the direction of the key. So the pitch will stay the same, but you can formant shift it so that it kind of has like a little bit of a lead in. And you could maybe even do it.
In my eyes, we'll stay together, side by side.
Like even here, I think you can have that automation going so that it's increasing. And then whether you add something over the drop, just like first hit. I just think it would be a cool detail that you're not really gonna hear in the sense of like, oh my god, they raised the formant, that's so cool. It's just gonna be like something you feel where you're like, it's progressing to go somewhere else. And you kind of get more of that anticipation. Other than that, the really only thing I can comment on, because the arrangement is great, the vocal is great, is the lead of the drop sounds weird in this version. Where if you listen to the vocal, because the vocal is like the breaks version of the lead, it sounds very close and kind of present, and then the lead doesn't. It's just, it feels like there's nothing in the center holding your attention. So I would just check that like not all of your lead layers are like super wide. Like I would just keep some of them a little more in the middle. They don't have to be mono, but just my only thought is just like the lead needs to be a bit more centered to get for it to feel full and like present. Turn me into dust. I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I'm gonna skip the extended intros though, just so you guys know, because like we got things to do.
Getting tired of the waiting. You gotta wake me, open my eyes. Cause I'm feeling now we're fading. I'm in a daydream, show me the light. Let's tear down all of our walls, let us turn them into dust. Let's tear down all of our walls, I just cannot get enough. Yeah, we can run away, never give it up. Let's tear down all of our walls, let us turn them into dust. Turn them into dust. Turn them into dust.
A bit too predictable, my guy.
Turn them into dust.
Piano, yay. I actually love this combination of guitar and piano. It sounds really nice.
Getting tired of the waiting. You gotta wake me, open my eyes. Cause I'm feeling now we're fading. I'm in a daydream, show me the light. Turn them into dust. Turn them
Is it just me, or are the chords panned left? Like, just a little bit. It sounds very strange. But maybe I'm also hearing things. It's entirely possible. Okay, Nari, this is very cool. I actually really like this track. It's kind of unfortunate that the vocal is the vocal that it is, because we've heard it so many times, so it's kind of hard to take it super seriously. But I think vibe-wise, it actually fits this instrumental really well. Yeah, it's just, we've all heard it too many times now. But anyway, I think the instrumental sounds, like the breaks, sorry, sound really great. The builds could maybe have a bit more meat to them because they're, I don't know, they feel minimal, but not in a deep way, if that makes sense. I think you need a few more elements in there to kind of give it a little bit more excitement. Also, I would definitely filter your lead because it's fine as is, but I think if you filter it, maybe add some reverb to it, it'll already give it the feeling of like, one, it'll have a longer release, which will help a lot with creating some more anticipation. And then I was going to say something else. Now I forgot. Anyway, moving on. The lead for here, this, I would change it. One, it's too loud, and two, I would change it to a completely different sound because it just doesn't really feel correct in the way it's arranged, definitely. Like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. It's a bit too synthy and future bouncy for this part, I think. I think you could find something a bit softer that will work a bit better. You know, obviously keep the same melodies and stuff. It sounds good. Just the sound of the lead could change. Your lead and your drop could be a bit wider as well. It's not that you really need to widen what you already have, but I would add maybe 1 or 2 layers that are just very wide sounds to the lead. That way you kind of have that wideness to it without, you know, don't mess up what you already have because it sounds good. The sounds are great. It just needs some width because right now the bass is wider than your lead if you listen. Which is kind of funny, actually. Also, I want to commend your fills. They're super cool. You've kind of taken like the bad rep sound, but you've done it in a way that's actually interesting. I say the bad rep sound, the bad rep da-na-na thing, but you've actually made it quite cool. Also, make your chords louder for Enman. Also, just thinking about, you have such a nice chord progression, it will just sound way cooler. Is stream lagging or is my internet just trash? No, it's definitely lagging. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that because the weather here is bad. Big sad. Moving on. Oh, perfect timing. It's the new car. I put my balls in the deep fryer. Damn, my last 4 brain cells trying to make a cohesive moment. Is this drum and bass? Not quite. Okay.
What the f?
Whoa, wait. Whoa. Whoa, Junge. Damn. That actually sounds Why isn't it this the whole time? One moment. Ich bin beschäftigt. One moment, please. I don't know if there's anything else I was going to feedback you on this. Well, I didn't even start, actually. Wait, I have short-term memory loss. I didn't think that this build was going to work, but it actually kind of does. Yeah, this is very cool. I actually want you to finish this. Like, please. I know it's like 28 days old, but please finish it. Will be super cool. This is why you shouldn't dox of Kara. But it's the last frames of his life. Are my frames actually that bad? It would be quite tragic. Damn. That interruption actually stole the last moments, like the last brain cells I had. Completely gone. That's why he just... Guys, the stream is not ended. What are you talking about? Kyokon fixed stream? Is it really that bad? I do not believe it is that bad. Kyokon fixed streamers, is it really? It looks just fine for me. You guys are just tripping. Chilling on 144p. For me, it's not even in 144p. I'm literally checking it on my phone, and it looks fine. It is fixed. Never mind. Fire into hole. Okay. Afkara, if you don't finish this, at least send me this sound. Like, just as a sample. I don't know. Is this the same sound as this one? Because it kind of is. It sounds like you just put a absolute metric ton of FabFilter Saturns on this, and you're just like, it's good now. Anyway, moving on. Haze, please just wait. Please do. Nice. VHS cassette sound. Bruh. Very cool. Why did you try to use the snare, though? I think if you actually tried to use like a same length snare, but with like a much more metal tone, it could work. I thought this intro was actually quite cool. We don't know about the intro and outro and where it's off key. Where is it off? I mean, I think they might be in adjacent keys. It doesn't sound like anything is off key. Literally just a clean saw, that's it. Shameless style. Shameless style. Sorry, my brain is dead. I have no idea what I should give for feedback to this. I would like to see you try an LFO section that's like like just try repeating that type of sound for like a chilled out, more chilled out like drop, sort of like a breakdown, but you know it can also be a drop if you want. But I'd be curious to see because like you've sent me a lot of this stuff that's like very just like the chord plays, and I'd be curious to see what you'd make if it's like a little more LFO'd and like rhythmically focused rather than just chord go brr. I've never thought people actually check my Discord. There's whole FOPs as well. I like the idea that Afkar's Discord is just like all the FOPs he's ever made, just all in one place. You just download them, steal his tracks. Crazy Zhao Zhao movie narrator. Alright, let's give this a play. Bing bing. I'm getting copyright strike, guys. I know it. Oh. Bro, it's so long. This sample is peak. Hey? Nice. I like how you guys keep adding me as though I'm somehow going to do something about the stream when I literally can't. My internet is perfectly fine. You can just skip them out. I only glued it. Yeah, but I was kind of into it. I'm gonna be real. Like, the song is kind of fire. Making the entire MIDI of that song was such a pain when I did my radios. Oh my god. Yeah, I can imagine. Whoa. I'm so bad at, like, making MIDI anyway, so it's just, I already find it tough. I made it for my set. I mean, honestly, this bangs. It's like a little complex. I think you could... Like, I think you could literally have just left the original melody for a while and then just brought it in the second half. And then just left it... And then just let it... Like this. You know, without the da-da-da-da-da-da thing running over it. And then it would be a little easier to follow, but like the bass is big and juicy, so it doesn't matter. and somehow it's my best performing song. That's what happens though. When you feed off of something that people already know, it's much easier to get plays. I was too lazy to do it from sheet music. I'd be lost trying to do sheet music. It's been too long since I played an instrument. I think there are a few things from Dockster stuff, but we'll get to the Nick Bin stuff for sure. Okay, cool. We'll do it in this order. Dockster time. Dockster's back to making music. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, nah, nah. Just be careful, nah, nah. Love ain't simple, nah, nah. Promise
Damn, this Spice vocal is so cool.
be no promises. Oh, nah, nah. Just be careful, nah, nah. Love ain't simple, nah, nah. Promise me no promises.
Yo! That's off key. That's so cool. That feels, it's not even that soft key, maybe it just feels weird. There's something. That's off key. Yeah, that being it's off key in the sense that the pitch glide just takes way too long. So there's a very long period of time where it's off key. They don't. Sorry, it just feels weird. You can maybe just tighten it up a bit. So obligato slides. Ask Dalek, I'm the perfect pitch man. Yeah, I mean, I know. But I think he would say the same thing, honestly. Keep it off key. It sounds cool. Yeah, it sounds cool, but I don't know. It threw me off. It doesn't really matter though. It's fire. Like, what am I saying? These hats can be, one, lowered in volume a bit, and you might want to try a few different hats, because I think these are like 80% of the way there, but you could find something that's a bit better, and it will make a difference. Something a bit more textured. What was your reaction to your remix? It was cool, but obviously just needs more work, so there's not much feedback I can give to it. Yes, I also said happy birthday. Agreed. Yeah, I think for your track, like, it just more depth and atmosphere overall could be cool. Like a vocal, not even melody, but like a vocal atmos could be so hard here. I don't know. Good vibes overall. I think chat liked it. I liked it. I wish I could give you more like concrete feedback of like, yeah, do this and change that, and then, you know, EQ this by 2 dB, but like, good vibes. That's my feedback. Pierre's with a new logo. Okay, let's go. Is that like a 3D element that you've rotated? For some reason it looks very like, I don't know that anyone would have fun drawing that out by hand. Anyway, ID Piezer ID.
There'll be struggles, there'll be wounds, but that won't stop me coming through. I'd give it all for you. But would you do what I do? I'd even look down just to gonna do.
Who's ready for some future bong? Let's go. Damn, I'm really sorry that it's lagging for y'all, because this is kind of heat. I mean, I'll replay it, so you guys can hopefully hear it eventually. Kyokan more like no internet? Yeah. Kyokan internet. No more stream. It's just ended. Yeah. Sorry about it, guys. I wish... You guys are gonna keep telling me it's my Wi-Fi. It's literally snowing. Stream cancel because of bad logo. I don't know what to do though. If y'all can't like hear me, then it's gonna be tough to give feedback. I already tried restarting the stream. Is that better? Is that working better now? Whoever called that, good one. Yeah, I forgot that my VPN was on. Oopsie. I'm so smart. Yeah, good call. Hopefully this will no longer be a problem now. Yes, now I need my feedback. Glitch still? Yeah, okay. Pierre's, your track is cool. I forgot all the stuff I said. It's cool. The melody's kind of complex, but it's still like a solid melody. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there are some notes you could make a little more like storytelling. Your intro and break are way too compressed. Like, look at this. Like, everything is super compressed. It doesn't need to be this compressed. If you're in the break, you kind of want more dynamics and for it to be a bit softer, so that then when your compression actually does hit in the drop, you have this... You want this to be fat and awesome. Yeah. Your voice is cutting in and out. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I've done all of the stuff I can. Yeah, it's not me anymore. Too much OTT. Kyokan, you good? Just send it. Stream is fine. I'll believe. Almost understandable. Wait, comp on the vocals? Whatever it is, the vocals sound pretty compressed. Yeah, it's quite strong. Especially when he comes in for the loud words, it sounds really intense. Like just a little bit loud, and you're just like, okay, this is insane. I really wish I had more feedback, but sorry guys, I'm just super tired, so I'm just gonna try to get through all of these. I'm gonna give you guys the best feedback I can, but if it's not amazing, I'm sorry. I'm just like kind of dying. FNAF remix cover. Oh, this is something I told Paulo as well, but like your Reese doesn't need to be this heavy. Like your Reese doesn't need to be super heavy in the break. Yeah, have it there and like let it give some low end so it's not like thin. But if your Reese is too heavy, it's gonna make your drop sound like not as impressive as it could. Your Reese almost has more sub than your drop. And the only reason that it part of that is just because the Reese is sustained actually, so the sub actually has time to ring out. Whereas here, because it's constantly moving, it doesn't sound as powerful, but you know, they're pretty similar in terms of power. So maybe bring down the Reese in the drop. Just even if it's just the low end, you don't have to bring down the mids. Just bring down the low end a bit. So it's staged well. All right, y'all, let's listen to FNAF. Freddy Bear. This snare roll is so nice for some reason. Sounds like the vocal's like breaking here. Okay, I'm gonna give my feedback now. My two main bits of feedback that I can safely give is like, one, this sounds like a very old style. It kind of sounds like 2014, like Kashmir type of sound from the vibes. I don't know why that's what it's giving me. It might be wrong, but like that's where it feels like this was inspired by Geometry Dash type song. Maybe, yeah. I'm watching on another account, Nickbin Studios. The highs as well in your track are all pretty piercing. Also, this lead somehow sounds really loud. Like, especially at the attack, so like at the start of your sound, there's just a lot of high in there. So I just check to make sure that if you have some, this lead sounds like it's got some resonance filtering stuff going on it. Just take an EQ and just bring it down a bit in the high end. That will help a bit. Even the track out. I would say definitely learn to use some compression so that you get more loudness and power out of all of your sounds. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Dude, you're fine. I mean, you want it to be loud. It's just funny because it's like, discontent has returned from church. Amazing. It's just that the lead just sounds like, just sounds completely different. Indeed, maybe something wrong with the export settings. I don't think it's something with the export settings. I think it's just the gain staging. It's just like that. Alrighty. I wish I had more feedback for you, but those are my two main thoughts on it. Because it's a little bit goofy, but not in a bad way. There's just, I don't know. I have nothing else to say on it. Garbanzo Beans ID. This looks like it's rotated 90 degrees like this. I don't know why. Looks like the pink stuff is supposed to be at the bottom. Cool idea made kind of quick. I'm thinking of making a melodic dubstep drop like Roy Knox or Paper Skies. Okay. Roy Knox is great. Good start. this is a cool idea that sounds like melodic dubstep. I think if you're gonna do melodic dubstep, just make sure you watch some good tutorials and get like a good base of presets going. It'll be it won't be fun to make if you're starting completely from scratch if you have no experience with it. Then again, also just like make stuff and see how it goes, but like maybe worth getting a little bit of stuff to work with before you begin. Let me check. This is the last time I'll check the submission, and if there's anything in here that I haven't gotten yet, I'll drag it out. Got the fire track. Garbanzo, isn't this two-step like the same one that you sent me? Oh, it's a newer one. Getting closer to being done. Alright, we'll feedback it. Let me do this first though. Actually, let me do elisions first. And then we'll see.
If the world was sitting, then I'd run along to you. No passing moment would I ever be apart from you. And if you say you love me, and I know you mean it too, the way you hold me, you know, I can't deny it. All that I hope for, all that I dream, sitting right next to me for this whole time. And all that I hope for, and all that I dream, sitting right next to me for this whole time.
Okay.
For this whole time.
Ooh. Whoa. This is very cool. I really like the style. It sounds like quite fresh overall, pardon the mic noise. I want to hear something though, because I think there's something funny going on with your sub. No. Let me just do this. Oh my god. Do like a billion thing. Oh my god. I just want to hear the sub. EQ, work with me. Yeah, I think your sub is kind of wide. Oh, it's not that bad actually. What am I hearing now? That sounds wide in your low end. I guess it's not even the sub, it's like the harmonics above the sub though are kind of wide, so I would say tuck them in a little bit because it will make your track sound a lot tighter overall. Because mostly what I'm hearing in this, as far as the mix goes, is that everything feels a bit cluttered and loose. Yeah, I would definitely say most of the problem is like with your bass mix-wise. So I would say bring it in width-wise a bit, and I think you'll already hear that like it's taking up less space, but still has like power. And yeah, maybe check the low end, see if you can remove a bit of stuff so that your other elements sound brighter. Because I don't think you need much, like a ton of high end. I think you just need to remove some lows. Chat, what we thinking? Melodic fills is so good. Yes. Sounds like Ghost Lost style, kind of. My submission is sound. All right, let me drag yours in. Can't say no to discontent. Skrillex. Ah, yes, Skrillex. All right, first fire and then you. All right, mastered. Oh, let's go. It's trap time, baby.
One point in life, I had given up on love. Make a better man, not someone who was not. Don't let me fall. All that I need, so running out of days. One point in life, I had given up on love. Make a better man, not someone who was not. Don't let me fall. All that I need, so
This is so cool. Send it on label for real. His name is self-explanatory. Yes. I was messing around with the EQ like mid-track. What just happened? The ghost of the track. It really just needs like a little more mids, to be honest. Like it's just like I would just take somewhere between like 1.5, like a bell between 1.5 and 3 kilohertz, 3000 kilohertz, 3000 hertz. Yeah, whatever. And just like boost it a bit. Like it maybe needs like 1.5, 2 dB, and I think you'll notice the difference. And it's just for the drop because I think your vocal already carries so much mids that it's fine. It's just like the drop sounds a bit too clean and thin, and I think the mids will just make it feel better. Something else I wanted to say. Oh, your bass here, it's like super deep. I might recommend you saturate it just a bit more, just so that like on a phone you won't hear this at all. Like it'll just sound super thin. It'll just be like no bass because it's all very sub. So yeah, just make sure you have like a little more stuff going on between like 150 hertz, 250 hertz, just so it's, you know, present and comes across well on all speakers. Kyoki doki. Sounds for the most part done though? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Skrillex Rumble, but it's brain rot. No real music, so you get this instead. Alright. Wait, let me save this for the end then. I want to end with this. And we'll do this track, and then we got Garbanzo's two-step, and then we're done. Does it say album 1? Okay.
Days when you don't wanna do a thing, so you push it to the end of the day. Using all of your energy unsparingly through the day until it slowly drains. Next thing you know that you forgot all about it, doing donuts around it till you're already burned out, spreading into disaster. Nothing else really matters. This was the
That's kind of catchy. Ooh, that's nice. The vocal's great as well. Something about the overall tonal balance of this, I feel like is could be improved. But other than that, this sounds great. Like maybe here, like maybe your bass guitar could be a bit louder. But like other than that, this is just a vibey track overall. The mix overall is like in a solid place, but it feels like the vocal could pop out a bit more. It mostly needs a bit more high end, and then that's kind of it. Because like I don't really think you need to bring out more of the guitars. They already sound pretty clear. You could maybe overall in the high end bring it up a bit, but the vocals particularly need a bit more air so that they pop out in the mix. But yeah, other than that, banger. If your whole album is like this, it's gonna be a big vibe. Garb's two-step. I hope that the feedback is helpful. Now let's see. Need mainly feedback on mixing. I think the song sounds weak in the mix compared to other songs. One of Dirty Palm's songs. I mean, like High Bar. I like it. Ooh, good fill. Yeah. Okay. Is there not going to be a drop here? No. F. Okay. Overall, I think if you want to focus on the mixing stuff, it's mainly the compression and like making sure that everything is compressed together and like sounds glued. The kick could be like, for example, a little bit louder, but like a lot of the stuff, if you compress things more, one, this needs a master if you want to really compare it to like DP stuff, you need to like add the limiter, make sure that you're actually like running stuff into the limiter, because like I'm not gonna trust SoundCloud's waveforms that much, but like, you know, you can already tell it's like, okay, this isn't as loud as it should be. Coming out soon, got it. A new Koense limiter. It's important. If you're doing dance music, you can't go without it. But more so than the limiter, it just needs compression first. Also, the switch from the triplets to this rhythm feels much better. Like, it sounds really good now. I would say as well, add more sub. Like, whatever sub you have, just make sure it's... One, I think it needs just to be louder. You could also compress it really hard. I don't know if that's really going to change much, because I don't think it's moving across a lot of notes. But just as a general tip, if you have a track with a wide range of bass notes, if you're going from an A to all the way down to like a D, just make sure you're compressing the sub a lot, because it is going to be quieter in the higher notes, and you want to make sure that it's staying for the most part at the same volume across all the different notes. So yeah, general tip. I would say, yeah, mostly get into the compression, making sure things are compressed. You don't have to like completely smash everything to the ground, but yeah, get into it. It's important if you wanted things to have power and for it to be like, you said you want it to be as loud as one of Dirty Palms mixes. It's important to have like good compression. Emoji spam. I haven't put a limiter and compression on the master yet. I'm not even talking about compressing the master. I mean like going into your individual elements and compressing. Where did everyone go? I'm not sure. Not sure. Alright, this is the send off for the day. Let's go.
Hear the rumble.
Is that the TikTok? The TikTok narration?
Hear the rumble.
Run for dim life. When I step into the jungle, said they want to group up. They better move up. Never gonna win a Royal Rumble. And when I come through, you know what I love do. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet, just like a Rabina.
Yo, listen, you hear that? Killer in the jungle.
Bro.
Killer in the jungle. Killer in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that?
Bro.
Killer in the jungle. Killer in the jungle. Killer in the jungle.
Hear the rumble.
POV Scooby-Doo hopped on the track. I kind of want to hear somebody make like the full... This is better than the original? Kinda, yeah. Like, just maybe a bit.
Life. When I step into the jungle,
I would love to hear somebody replace the entire acapella of the original track with just this to see how it sounds.
said they want to group up. They better move up. Never gonna win a Royal Rumble. And when I come through...
The thing is, he kind of nailed all the rhythms and like stuff. Unreleased Rumble. This was the demo they sent in. The label rejected it. I'm going to finish it. Oh, please do. Please do. I want to hear the full Maximum Rumble version. Alright, with that, y'all, I am tired. I have a long week of work ahead of me. This is going to be intense. But I will hopefully see you guys next week. I am going to be traveling, but if everything works out, I'll be able to stream still. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. Kyokon Man is leaving. Yep. That's it. End of stream. It's Jover. Goodbye. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, of course, man. Happy to give it. Yeah, you guys have a good week, all of you. And goodbye. Thanks for all the 6 tracks. Bye. Bye. I have to find the end stream button. There it is. Goodbye.